Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Before I start, you might have seen that your comments not been appearing in the videos uploaded on my channel. Now, as you can see, I'm not censoring it at all. It allows all comments. So I've no idea why your comments don't appear. When I check the comments on the studio, they're there, but they don't appear on the video comment section. So your guess is as good as mine what's going on. Maybe YouTube is censoring you. I don't know. I just thought I'd let you know about that in case you thought I'd been censoring comments. So anyway, as you know, the US birth rate has been declining for over several years. Looking around, I've found this. As you can see, it's US News. This was done on January the 10th this year. I might have covered this article before, but I can't remember. As you can see, it says US birth rates continue to fall, continuing a decades-long trend. The percentage of American women who've ever had a child declined again in the latest figures from the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I'll get rid of that. So if you scroll down, the low percentage of women aged 15 to 44 that's ever had a biological child is 52.1%, compared with the women aged that age 21 from 2011 to 2015. And if you drop down, where is it? This bit is interesting. A woman's education appears to influence the timing of having her first child. The report found that as the years a woman spent at college rose, her likelihood of having a first child in her teens or 20s declined. Well, naturally, she's at college. Of course, fertility declines with advanced age, or the trend toward later births. Does that have that potential negative consequence, the authors added? Well, once she leaves college, she wants to go after the top 10% of men because she's got an education degree, and she won't marry down or have children with a guy that's in a lower income bracket to her. And this second bit is she's got a career going, but she sees the wall approaching, and so she gets baby rabies. And it says there's also been a continued trend to Americans having children outside of marriage, the report found. That could be linked with that. The women have got baby rabies, so they say they're on the pill, and guy doesn't have to wear a condom, and they get knocked up. It says by 2019, roughly one half of first births occurred before marriage, 42.7.2%. The researchers noted one half of all premarital births occurred within cohabited unions. And then that's the article. Now I found this. It's a Congressional Budget Office, non-partisan analysis for the US Congress. So the US Congress is starting to get worried about the fall in birth rate. The demographic outlook 2023 to 2053. I'll be long dead by then. If you look at the graph, the MGTOW more or less kicked off about here, 2000. Third wave feminism kicked off 2012, which is about there. And then you see a precipitous drop. And there's the pandemic. Now, fourth wave feminism kicked off about here. Now, by 2030, when 45% of American women will be single and childless, is there. Now, that's just a predicted population growth. The births minus deaths is this bit. As you can see, it's dropping through a combination of feminism and the MGTOW effect. By 2030, when 45% of American women are single and childless, and then everything goes to shit by 2040. And then it goes about population. The population growth is generally projected to slow between 2023 and 2053, averaging 0.3% per year over that period. That growth will be increasingly driven by immigration as fertility rates remain at a rate that would be required for a generation to exactly replace itself in the absence of immigration. Now, all these immigrants that's coming into America, they'll all need training up for all these high-tech jobs that are in America, so that'll be more strain on the American economy and the American federal budget. And which size of the population, as well as affects the economy and the federal budget. For example, the size of the population is 25 to 45 affects the number of people employed. Likewise, the size of the population aged 65 and older affects the benefits, i.e. the state pension, if America has a state pension, such as Social Security and Medicare. Don't know what that is, because we have the NHS. In this report, the Congressional Budget Office describes its population projections. So if you drop down, you've got the demographics that determine the population growth. Once again, MGTOW really kicked off here. The fourth wave feminism kicked off here, 2012. Then you see a steep decline with the pandemic. And then 2030 is about here, when 45% of American women are single and childless. And as you can see, it drops precipitously. That's just the projected, and once more, from there, everything goes to shit around 2040. Then we get the population growth, the latter end of second wave feminism, third wave feminism, fourth wave feminism, MGTOW kicking off here, and then we got all these single women, but these are 24-year-old. See how flatline it is? I don't need no men. These are the single women. 2030, really just a tiny little bit as women get desperate for babies. This is in my generation, the baby boomers. And this is where I would be about here, and the population growing up. Again, another graph, population age 65 or older, the share of the population increases 25 to 64. Latter end of second wave feminism, third wave feminism, MGTOW kicks in about here, and you can see it starts to have an effect. Fourth wave feminism, the Me Too movement, I don't need no man, and you can see the result. And then once again, fertility rates, birth per women, second wave feminism, MGTOW, third wave feminism, now, and when a lot of American women are single and childless. 14 to 29-year-olds, MGTOW kicked in there, and there's a MGTOW effect. Women to 30 to 49-year-olds, there, and you can see the result. Now that's the Congressional report. I also found this a site called Macro Trends, US birth rate. You can have it different countries, but I just picked up America. Get rid of that. And this is from 1950. There's 56 where I was born. The population drop. Historical in 1982. It was second wave feminism. Going along, 1990, third wave feminism starts to drop. Then down, 1980, 99. MGTOW kicks in. Along 2008, MGTOW really gets going, and you can see the precipitous drop. And then fourth wave feminism kicks in, and then to today, it's flatlines. If you go on that, you get projection for the future. for next 10 years, from 2091 to 2102, you can see the precipitous drop in the US population. 2094 is when everything really goes to pieces, and then it just bumps along the floor. If you go 50 years in future, from 2051 to 2102, you can see the American population ups and down. It'll climb a bit in 2084. I'll be truly long dead by then. And then it'll just bump along to 2100. But all is just for today. Finish off, I found this, the Washington Examiner. This was done on July 31st, this year by Timothy P. Carney, who's a senior columnist, so it must be an important news article as a senior columnist wrote it. Now, I would think that the American senators and congressmen read this paper, being the Washington Examiner. Click on that, you hear Biden saying something. And it says the United States has had a baby bust since 2008. Now remember, 2008 is when MGTOW really started going. So that could be the MGTOW effect. With fewer births and a lower birth rate year after year for almost the entire 15 years. The MGTOW effect has affected that. And as you saw, the number of wedding dress manufacturers going bust, engagement ring men retailers going bust, diamond sales going down, and the rise of women complaining on TikTok going up. Republican candidates test Trump. They should have him as their candidate for the presidential election. Sorry about that, distracted a bit. The COVID lockdown caused the biggest single-year percentage drop on record, almost 44% fewer babies, down 3.61%. Now, I would say that is the cause of guys staying under the same roof with the woman 24/7, because they're all inside. And he get to see what the woman is like all the time. And I should imagine he didn't like what he was seeing, so he thought, I'm not having sex with her. She's getting on my damn nerves. So you could say that is guys having their eyes opened at the true nature of women firsthand. And then he says in 2021, some declared a COVID baby bust went up. Now somebody put a tweet on that. Quarters 1 2019 to 2023, as you can see there, and it dropped a bit, dropped even more. Bit of a booming spike as the pandemic finished, and then it started dropping again, and then it goes on about it. But this last bit was the interesting one. The only conclusion is that America will have fewer and fewer births for the foreseeable future until our culture changes. That could mean the divorce laws. So I should imagine that the congressmen and senators are starting to connect the baby bust with the divorce laws, and they're wondering, is there a link? Well, this shows that there obviously is. Also the link with MGTOW. I'm sure they all know about MGTOW. The Congressional Budget Office is also worrying about it. They might have started connecting the dots, and the result's still the same. US birth rates continue to fall, so the American establishment must be getting seriously worried. Otherwise Congress and the Washington Examiner wouldn't be doing this kind of article. I'll found something about paternity testing, which is quite interesting, but I think I'm on the 10-minute now, probably way beyond that. So I'll do that for next Monday. As for this Monday, you know the routine, people. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. If you do comment, if you don't see your comments, then I'm sorry about that. But anyway, that's it for this one. Until next Monday. Right, bye-bye.